Bank security, frontier style. This is Sega Masters. I'll admit, after looking at the first 3D game in the last episode, today's spotlight is a bit of a letdown. This time we have Bank Panic. And it is just as the title screen suggests, a quickie arcade game Sega brought out to bulk up their catalog. And it was even released on a Sega card, which was becoming increasingly rare by the end of 1987, as Sega was quickly losing interest in that limited format. At the same time, this marks our first Europe-only release, as Bank Panic never came out in the US or Japan. While Bank Panic does share some of the same limitations of the other Sega cards, it actually fares better than you think. This game sends you back to the days of the Old West, as you take control of this marshal who's guarding the town's bank from a band of outlaws looking to, shall we say, make an unauthorized withdrawal. As the game gets underway, the townspeople are coming to deposit their money, and the object is to collect at least one money bag from each of the bank's 12 doors before the game timer expires. The 12 doors are arranged in a circle, though you can only see 3 of them at any one time, and have to scroll left or right for the others. Once the door swings open, it'll either be a civilian depositing a money bag, or a masked bandit looking to prematurely end your shift, unless you plug them first within a certain amount of seconds. You can shoot them once they appear, but you get a fair bonus by letting them draw their gun first before firing back. Sometimes the outlaws will try to swerve you by using the people as decoys or hostages, and accidentally shooting a civilian will cost you a life, and get you an angry look from the unfortunate victim. So be sure to wait until the real baddies appear before gunning them down. The outlaws will even resort to placing a bomb at a door, giving you just a few seconds to locate it and disarm it by shooting it before it explodes in your face. Although you'd think shooting a bomb would actually detonate it, but whatever. And of course, should you fail to nail the bandit in time, you lose a life, though you don't actually get shot yourself. You're just treated to this rather humorous cutscene of your failure prior to beginning your next attempt. Now, Bank Panic is indeed a port of a 1985 arcade game developed by Japan-based Sanritsu and distributed by Sega in the US and Japan. This card is a pretty faithful conversion top to bottom with only a slight dip in the visuals. Plus the little splatter of blood from slain baddies was obviously removed for the home version. Thing is, the arcade cabinet had 3 fire buttons, naturally since there's 3 doors to worry about, but the standard Master System controller only has 2 action buttons. Sega's solution is to make you push down on the D-pad for the left door, while the buttons target the middle and right doors. It takes some practice to really get down, but works well for the most part. Though you may wish an option for the light phaser was included, since Bank Panic feels like it should have been a light gun title, much like Nintendo's Wild Gunman. Once you successfully collect money bags at all 12 doors, you get some rousing cheers from the townspeople as your bonus points are tallied. Then it's off to the next level to do it all over again with slightly increased difficulty. And so it goes until you lose all your lives and the game ends. Yes, just like other 1980s arcade games, Bank Panic continues on indefinitely with no real changes or additions or even an ending. Even so, Bank Panic is pretty well done for what it is. The gameplay unfolds at a smooth pace and is even a little addicting for a time, though it does eventually get repetitive. The bright and colorful graphics are very close to the coin-up, and the detailed townspeople give the game some nice personality, especially their reactions when you accidentally shoot them. The audio is also solid enough with a neat western ditty playing throughout the action to go along with the adequate sound effects. So Bank Panic won't rank among the top carts on the Master System, and may be too much of a throwback to the simple arcade titles of yore, but it's still a nice little release for the console and worth trying out once in a while.